As Queensland families battle to balance their budgets, finally some good news. Experts are predicting the cost of essential groceries is on the way down. Farming volatility has stabilised and shops are preparing to pass those savings onto their customers.
It's hard to put a price on health.
People are spending less, but fruit's a necessity to a lot of families.
Even if that means thinking outside the box.
Well, I guess you only buy stuff when it's on special, those sort of items. We've also gone to buying some of those like fruit box items, so not always coming to the grocer, looking at some alternatives.
As essential groceries hit sky-high prices, fruit up 12.6% in the past 12 months.
Definitely been increases in the prices. We try and get the produce from the markets at the lowest possible price and pass the savings on to the customers. Unfortunately, that's not always the case.
And it's not just fruit and veggies. According to new ABS data, dairy products have risen more than 14%. Bread and cereal up almost 13%.
One average size box of cereal, or two for 17.
It seems like a really crazy price, especially when we've seen prices start to ease off.
Experts predicting the household budget should soon start to see some relief after inflation rose to a 33-year high.
That's the hope that we have now, that 7.8%. RBA actually forecast it was going to be higher than that from an annualised rate. So we should have hit that peak.
Farmers also starting to recover from a difficult 2022. The war in Ukraine and flooding events pushing up prices.
With the farmers getting back on their feet, that makes a big difference. I mean, that's why everything's a little bit high at the moment.
Greengrocers are predicting the price of fruit will go down by the end of February. Until then, there are ways you can save money, including buying in bulk.
You'll see a decrease in prices, and which is great for everyone.
Anna Rawlings, 9 News.
Luke's back now with your full weather forecast. Luke, what brought about today's cool change?
It was really three contributing factors. Firstly, we had that cloud cover around today that was blocking the sun, and then the showers moved through, had about 5 millimetres for Ipswich down here on the Gold Coast and parts of the Sunshine Coast, but also the southwesterly winds kicked in earlier than what was expected, and that really did a number on the humidity, so way more comfortable today. Will be again tomorrow. Easterly winds going to kick in up around 25 k's an hour. A nice looking Sunday on the way, but this time last night in the city, it was around 31 degrees, the feels like temperature. Pretty pleasant 25 right now and just 24 here on the Gold Coast. Now the Redcliffe Dolphins, or the Dolphins I should say, playing their first ever a game tonight, and take this as an omen if you will. In the Brisbane River this afternoon, actual dolphins seem to be celebrating, jumping around, and then a short time ago here at the banks of the Nerang River, they were doing the same down here on the Gold Coast. Go the Dolphins tonight. Let's have a look at the temps today from around the southeast. Nowhere near what was forecast. We had a top of just 29 degrees down here on the Gold Coast. Only the high 20s for Ipswich today. They were forecast to get to 33. The city 31 degrees and the Sunshine Coast also 31. Tewantin, the warmest spot in the southeast today, getting to 33. Tomorrow's weather map, we've got heavy rain for the north of our state, and we'll see those showers creep down our coastline, more than likely as far south as the Sunshine Coast. And then around the grounds tomorrow, fine for all southern capitals. Will be warm for Perth in the west though, 35 degrees. The top still 38 degrees for the start of the Big Bash final there tonight. And for you in Darwin, a shower, possible storm, and tops in the low 30s. Now back home, we're looking at falls between 5 to 15 millimetres for Cairns through to Mackay. It will be fine for the Isa tomorrow, but around Longreach we could see a possible storm, and then partly cloudy for Roma. High chance of showers, even a possible storm for Rocky and Gladstone tomorrow. Falls will be lighter through the Fraser Coast, anywhere up to 10 millimetres for Harvey Bay. Could see some storm activity though. And then here in the southeast, a partly cloudy day on the way. The further north you are, the better chance you are of seeing any rain. The sunny coast tomorrow could see anywhere up to 5 millimetres. And those temps will be a nice one. 29 degrees for the Sunshine Coast, 32 for Ipswich and 29 here on the Gold Coast. Southeasterly winds getting up to around 25 k's an hour, so head out early if you're heading on the bay. Seas will get to 1.5 metres by the the afternoon. 31 the top for the city tomorrow, only a slight chance of any rain and dipping to 22. And then looking ahead, mostly sunny for the next few days. Could see some showers from Thursday. For Ipswich, 32 for Monday, a shower or two for Thursday and Friday. Here on the Gold Coast, partly cloudy for the next few days, tops around 29. And for you on the Sunshine Coast, a fairly similar outlook. Could see some showers for Thursday and Friday next week. Let's check out the beaches for tomorrow. Well, what a morning down on the beach this morning. Yes, she was hot and there was a little bit of rain around, but we had no wind. Super glassy conditions on the open beaches this morning. Swell rolling in around that 1 metre mark and she was jam-packed, as you can imagine. Tomorrow, unfortunately, those winds will kick in a little bit earlier, so here's the plan of attack. Hit the open beaches and try your luck at the crack of dawn, and then you're going to have to head to the points on both the coasts if you're chasing any quality. Swell's going to hang in there around that 1 metre mark. For a family day down the beach tomorrow, Noosa up on the sunny coast, try Burleigh down here on the Gold Coast. Water temps beautiful. She's up around 25 degrees at the moment. The water is crystal clear. Offshore for the boaties, it will be a little bit of rock and roll out there tomorrow, but worth it if you're getting fish like this. Easily the best catch of the week. Keely Rose Charters nailing a quality red emperor earlier in the week. Great stuff. There you have it, guys. Enjoy those cooler temps tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Luke. Before we go, here's Amelia Adams with a look at what's coming up on tomorrow night, 60 Minutes.
Thanks, Mia. Tomorrow night,
I saw the helicopter underneath me.
a world-exclusive interview. The brave survivors
So the helicopter was spinning down.
of the tragic SeaWorld helicopter crash.
It's gonna blow.
Plus, the western that turned into a horror film.
The gun went off. The back of her jacket is immediately running red.
Why actor Alec Baldwin could now face years in prison. What were live bullets doing on that set? That's tomorrow night, after Married at First Sight. Back to you, Mia.
Thanks, Amelia. Well, that is 9 News Queensland for this Saturday. Thank you for your company. Deborah Knight is next with a current affair. I'm Mia Glover. From all of us here at 9, good night.